I was so excited when I found out that I got the role. Because, like, I've never been in such a big thing. Like, I've been in other shows, but this is the biggest one.
The dance was just terrifying. I could not get it.
First, the process, we had dancing, and then a whole bunch of cuts after that. So if your name was called, you moved on to the singing, which was fun. I like that the best.
After that, they did reading, and I read for the part of Cad Pig and Roly Poly.
I love the audition because I love when they make the cuts. They made cuts after dancing and after singing and after we read. And when I made it to the end, I just thought for sure I was gonna get it, but then they picked other people.
They would say, "Oh, we'll call you." So it was kind of nerve-wracking.
And I was like, oh, they don't want me for Roly Poly. I mean, it was pretty funny. And then they're like, okay, we'll call you in a week. And the next day I got a call, and it was just like, we want you for Roly Poly. And I was like, okay.
And it was down to the last, like, maybe 5 or 6. And I remember I could feel my heart beating and beating. And I was like, please, please, please. And then they said yes, and I was so excited.
After all the cuts and singing, dancing, and acting, they said that my mom and I and a few other kids had not filled out all the information on these forms. So they took us into a room to give us back the forms, and while we were doing that, they said, oh yeah, and you got the part. And so, yeah, it was kind of unexpected.
If you really want to do this, go into the audition and give them the best you can be.
I got this. And it was because I followed what I wanted to do, and it was because I went through with it. It was because I really wanted to do it, and I did it. And it just takes a lot. It's a lot of hard work, definitely. But once it happens, you'll be proud you went through all that.
You have to practice and never give up. Because when I started, I was not that good, and then I kept working, and I'm on a tour now, so if you keep working, you'll probably make it.
Definitely don't let anything hold you back. Turn your weaknesses into your strengths, definitely.